Project Vayner episode 14, the documentation of my journey as a content creator. I was thinking earlier, what should I talk about in this episode? And then I thought to myself, what is the reason of doing this vlog? And the reason is not to create stuff and come up with stuff, but to actually document the journey. So I'm actually showing you what's going on, and I'm talking about the things that I'm thinking about right now and what I'm learning and where my challenges are. So I'm just gonna go through a couple of things that I'm thinking about right now. And one little fun fact that I want to mention before we start is that the vlog was almost called Da Video instead of Project Vayner, because it was David and video put together in one word. I was also thinking about Video Lab or The Video Lab, but it ended up being Project Vayner because it's actually something that reminds me of the number one goal I have on my list. And you can see the list that I'm talking about right here. I know it's in Swedish, but the number one on that list is to work at Vayner Media in New York City. And if you look at number 2 on that list, which is making money on YouTube, I actually have an app that tracks the progress. So if you look at this app, which is called YouTube Tracker, you can see how much watch time I have and how much subscribers I have. And it's presented in the percentage of how much I need to be able to make money on YouTube. So this is where I am right now, and I will probably get back to this later on in future episodes. Another thing that I'm tracking right now is how many videos I put up on YouTube every year. And I set a goal to myself in the beginning of this year that I was going to publish 150 episodes in 2018. And if you look at this paper, you can see where I am right now. I will put this in full screen so you can see it properly. So it's the end of August right now, and this is where I need to be at the end of September. So it's looking pretty good right now, and I think that I'm actually going to reach this goal. I've been also looking a lot at other YouTubers and other vloggers to see how they are doing when they're recording. And one thing I noticed is that a lot of them is actually writing scripts before they And one thing I've noticed is that a lot of them is actually writing scripts before they hit the rec button. So they know what they are going to talk about, they can have better tempo, and they can cut more in the video. So right now I'm focusing a lot on speaking faster and then taking a break so I can cut there. Like this, and then I can continue instead of saying so I can speak faster and then I can cut after. Yeah, you can see the difference. And another thing that I've learned this week when listening to a podcast was that you should treat discipline like a muscle. Because when you're going to the gym and exercising, you're not doing the same thing every time. You're always challenging yourself. And that's exactly how you should treat your discipline as well. So as soon as you're facing something that you feel it's a challenge for you and you don't really want to do it, that's actually when you're practicing your discipline and pushing yourself a little bit forward. Also, I've been thinking about balance in my schedule, and what I mean by that is that it's better to maybe work 10 hours every day instead of working 12 hours one day and then you can only work 8 hours the next day because you need the rest. So try to push yourself, but find a limit where you know that you can actually hold on to this every day instead of doing it for a couple of days and then you need to get some extra rest because it's being too heavy for you. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you next week, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what you're seeing. See you in the next episode. So that's a couple of things going on right now. Thank you for watching. So that's a couple of things going on right now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you next week, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like what